Take her belongings over there. Another officer right there. There's a tower that never gets flashed. She's kind of obscured right now. Trying to get more stable for you guys. It's zoomed in. So. EMS rolling up. There's some CapMetro staff on either side. There's like 3 or 4 more of them over there. A lot of money being used up. If she's medical, give her medical attention. How dang hard can it be? The question is she going to jail? Or is she going to get care? And that's where they're stuck. They don't know if she's medical or she's a police issue. They commonly get in this mess with people that are on the streets. And people with mental health issues and other health issues. Even veterans. Now she's got a bunch of staff working for her. Looks like she's got a ticket in her hand already. They already took her cart to the curb. Talking to the one officer. Talking to the officers, I can only see one of them. He's looking at his watch. So the police have been turned into babysitters by default for people that they don't even know how to take care of. And when there's no real medical, there's really big holes in the medical and mental health spheres in Austin. Integral care is a joke, a complete joke, and a failure. So a lot of these organizations create this. St. David's. Some of these are almost monopolies. St. David's is huge. EMS is talking to her. She's having some problems. You don't want to be next to them. She's backing up. She seems to be a little bit intimidated by the black outfits coming at her. Uniforms, I mean. A lot of staff working over there. It's cheaper to house her. Cheaper to give her care than to do all this. That's the point. Your government will spend 10 times as much money oppressing someone as it will helping anyone. Until over 500 people on the streets die a year in Austin. From government abuse and neglect. From fake lack of housing. There's housing everywhere. There are built empty buildings everywhere. Some of them new, some of them old. And they keep giving these developers more permits to build when we don't need anything at this point. Unless you just want to import all of California. The good news is I don't know if they've seen me filming yet. Seen y'all watching it. So far, they haven't arrested her at least. She's got something in her hand. Oh, it's just a bottle. Water bottle. She's talking to EMS and now she's disappeared. She's gone behind everything. Lost her entirely. Now the police are kind of in a circle talking. You know, worst case scenario, she needs detox and rehab. Psychological, medical, all the care that the government can give her. They could give it to you or I, but the government is a gatekeeper. If they don't like you, they don't give it to you. They don't care what taxes you paid, who your family is, how rich you are. What your voting record is. They don't care about your voting record. Your voting record's not going to get you rehab. I don't know what they told you. Oh, there she is. Let's see her. She's still talking to the police. I think there's maybe one EMS standing there. So this has been going on for about 30 minutes. When I first saw it, it was just CapMetro, APD, and the ambulances were here, but one ambulance was pulling up. I thought they were going to take care of her and give her medical. But we know the systems are broken, so it escalates. It turns out the real illegals are the people that are trying to board her up in here, us. The citizens are the illegals that they're trying to go, that they're calling illegal. Oh, she's upset. She just spilled her water and jumped up and down. Cops in there giving her orders or something. Looks mad. We're about 1 block from St. David's Hospital, and they can give care there. A little history on this transit center. Hold on a second, y'all. Getting hot. It's like 101 yesterday. Here in Texas, Austin, Texas. A little history on this transit center. A few years back, they built this transit center, and then let's see. Let me think of the timeline. Now they built this transit center, and the clock never worked right. It always blinks. I'd show you, but don't worry about it. There's a clock tower that always blinks, and now it's like just strobes. It's been like that since about a week after it was built. Anyways, they built another transit center like a mile down the road because there was people living in tents there, and they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to build it. This is a mile from that one. They didn't need it. but the city sees opportunities to spend money to develop, to spend money needlessly. The government wastes money. That's all I'm going to tell you. The reason we have poverty is because the government wastes money and doesn't manage. And when they take bribes, they sell out to the developers. They don't really work for us. They work for big name developers from out of town. So they're all around here right now. Backing up from them. So they don't like it probably being in the shade on public property in 100-degree weather. There's also some storm clouds coming in. That might lower the temperature, but it might storm. Got half the United States underwater, flooding and tornadoes in New York. And the government's priority: finding victims to criminalize, finding people to harass, and they never get care. People never get care. EMS is on the phone. They're trying to find her a shelter maybe. But she literally, the hospital's a block away. St. David's Hospital. Shouldn't be that hard to get care. What should the government do? Should it serve the people? What does a citizen have to do to get service from this fake monopoly board called Austin? What does a person have to do? We gotta cut our wrists. We gotta get run over by a bus. We gotta jump off a bridge, hang ourselves. This is what people are doing in Austin. People that I know, or people that I know that knew friends of theirs that did it. From North Austin to South Austin. From just a lack of services, a lack of compassion from the government. Just a lack. They might help one person and make a big deal out of the person they help. Well, there's 50,000 people on the street now, I'm told, by inside sources. 50,000 is a huge number for such a wealthy city. It's cool. Uncle Sam loves you. For real. You're so safe. God forbid you have a mental incident. You're traumatized by something. God forbid you get pulled over on a Sandra Bland traffic stop. God forbid you're running away. Like Landon Nobles, they throw a bicycle at you and shoot you 3 times in the back. Shoot up the crowd. God forbid you have any rights. Merc. many people can you count working for the government? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably at least 10. At least they are de-escalating right now. That is all I am thankful for. I do not see any care. But once you're 18, you can refuse care, so it's a little tricky. They have to declare you unfit somehow. From what I've seen, they do that when they get you in the court system. They don't want you to testify. They want to entrap you. Trying to move towards medical and away from APD. The security's in the background just talking amongst themselves. CapMetro security. I hear another ambulance or something. I hear another siren. Like I said, we're a block from the hospital. What's sad is when the sirens turn off on the way back to the hospital. That's really sad. EMS is back on her cell phone, making calls, trying to figure something out, I guess. So they say there's services, but they're just not readily available, and the services that there are don't help. I heard recently of someone who got seen for 20 minutes at Integral Care who was suicidal, and they did nothing. And they had referrals to other places that would do that and do nothing. Uh-oh, what's going on now? Where's she at? These guys are in the way. Yo! Yo! Back up. I'm filming too. They're trying to get their cameras together. Where's she at? Oh, they got the gurney. They got her on the ground on her back. Cops have her on the ground. She's screaming. Cool, they're serving her. The government is now doing services for the people. Look at that. The Supreme Court, City Council said do this. Save Austin now said do this. Traumatize people until they die or run away. That's what the people. They're gonna strap her. They're tying her arm. They said they're putting her on her arm. They could have traumatized her until she had a seizure or passed out. I mean, I don't know. She's kind of on her side. Cops are on top of her. But I don't see the normal knee on the neck that I would see from their training. Knee on neck, spine, twist the legs. Oh no, they got her on her face. No, she's kind of on her side. They got her all twisted. She looks like she's out. No, she's not out. She's conscious. Okay, good. That way she can witness her great service that the city's doing for her. All these services have come together. A trifecta of pain. Doing something. Now they got her on her, partially on her side, rolling her over a little bit. Gonna get her onto her face a little bit. Got some kind of thing on her. She is conscious. I think she is getting medical. Good. Is that all you gotta do? A little medical help? Shit. Didn't cost nothing. A few tens of thousands of dollars in manpower. Where all your taxes go. Housing's so much cheaper. Got her on the gurney. They're strapping her to the gurney. The police are strapping her to the gurney. They know how to do that. There she goes. People just trying to survive. I don't like police chases either. We got all her belongings over there. Let's see what they do with her belongings, though. For real. Because that's everything she has. It's everything you have. It's everything anybody has. You know what I mean? What does the 4th Amendment say about that? The 14th Amendment? 8th Amendment. It's not just an 8th Amendment issue. It's not just cruel and unusual punishment to steal everything somebody owns or let it get destroyed or stolen. It's a 4th Amendment issue. And it's a due process issue. To separate you from your stuff just because you're medical. They gotta do something with it. APD, you know you're watching this live stream. You're gonna make sure your boys do something right over here. They're live. You're all live. More live than live, you know what I mean? There's APD circling around. There they go. Okay. They're behind them. What are they gonna do? You pushed her stuff to the curb against her will, it looked like. No, it wasn't over there, just watching. they take care of her. I don't know. Walking away. Yeah, just walk away from it. That's the best thing. Just walk away. Nobody's responsible for anything that happens to anybody. We live in an open society where anybody can get messed over. Good times. You hear the Danish, they say the Danish countries are more livable than the United States and many other countries. The Danes, lots of rights, democracy. Good there. Fire engine. There's also a fire station a block away. We're at the CapMetro South Transit Center here. I guess I can go ahead and show you the clock. It's just in permanent strobe mode. It's been like that for, I don't know, a few years. CapMetro bus station. She was over here, surrounded by cops and the EMS. CapMetro's still around. CapMetro security. And you know what happens to her belongings. If they treat her and let her go, which I don't know how they're going to do that. But they treat her and let her go. There goes CapMetro security right there. The ones that called the cops on. If they treat her and let her go, then she can have her stuff back. But I don't think she should. I think it's a lot more complex than that, and she should undergo more long-term treatment, whether it's psychological or rehab or medical or whatever it is. You know, some cop is wandering over. Are we gonna get a visitor? You know, whatever it is. Getting eaten up by mosquitoes. Door. Going back to this police car way over there. That's where it is. They're going to come visit me from Coplogic-landia. I don't do well on that planet. Doesn't make any damn sense. Pathologic is flawed. Mistaken Baconville. Can't do it. This could take a while. Hope she's gonna be okay. Y'all pray. Come out and film. You know what you gotta do. Make us all safe again.